We welcome you to this episode of Anaconda Movies. Most of the crew of the boat have been killed. And Danny and Terri Floresi were just remaining, who were imprisoned by Paul Serone. He imprisoned them because they were not helping him catch the anaconda. We see both of them tied in ropes. They were made prisoners by Paul. Paul Serone comes to them with a bucket and says that I welcome you both and you are well rested. Now it is time to wake up, in the bucket in which he pours it on both of them. And says that this is the blood of fresh monkeys that I have brought for both of you. At which both of them shout and say that we will not leave you, let us get out of here once. Picking up the dry powder, he says that it is the powder of the human bones that have been killed here, and their bodies have been lying here for a long time. After that, Paul climbs the stairs and goes into the living room. Danny and Terri Floresi try to free themselves from its clutches. They tried hard but couldn't free himself. Danny notices the anaconda and tells Terri the anaconda is coming our way. We have to do something or it will eat us like the rest of us. Danny and Terri were horrified to see the anaconda coming towards them and both stood up and tried to somehow cut the ropes. But the grip of the ropes was too strong for them to succeed in their efforts. Paul Serone, he was watching the whole scene with his own eyes. The anaconda came right up to them and watched them intently. As soon as Paul Serone found them near them, he threw his net on them, and now all three of them were trapped in the net. Anaconda was very angry and tried her best to get out of the trap and teach Paul Serone a lesson. He was trying again and again to get out of the trap. Paul Serone tied the rope of the trap to a pole and took the trigger to kill the anaconda. He started aiming, but he couldn't target it because of his movement. Because he was pushing too hard, the rope tied to the pole opened and the net fell and came out. Paul Serone tried to target him with the trigger, but he couldn't hit him. Then he tried to run up the stairs to save himself, but Anaconda caught him and held him. They fell down the stairs. Paul Serone tried to run, but Danny threw a trap over him that he couldn't escape. He tried hard but he couldn't. And Anaconda reached for him and caught him. Anaconda was tightening her grip even tighter. And as she tightened her grip, she fell down the stairs. Paul Serone had broken bones and was moaning in pain. Both Danny and Terri pulled themselves from the ropes. The anaconda slowly began to swallow Paul Serone, and as he watched, he swallowed Paul. Danny and Terri were shocked to see this and were preparing to run away. As the two tried to run away, the anaconda saw them running and lashed out at Danny with its tail, knocking him far away. Terri tried to help him, but Danny told him to run away and leave. From here, Terri was running from different places and Anaconda now started chasing her. Anaconda was following her everywhere she went. Terri ran into a room where there were already a lot of snakes. Seymour panicked. Anaconda breaks the window and enters. And as soon as she sees it, she exposes Paul Serone in front of Terri. And now Terri gets scared seeing him like this and runs away, and this is here the scene ends.